everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ask the Doc. I'm your host, Jennifer Filzen, and today I have with me Dr. Daniel Lobel, who is a clinical psychologist. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
I'm thrilled to have you, and I want to hear more about you and your practice. Now, we just had a little conversation about how you have a website with the domain name of mysideofthecouch.com, which is so great. And you're also in Psychology Today magazine. Is that correct?
Yes, I have a website on the Psychology Today platform.
Fantastic. Tell me about your practice and how did you get started?
Well, it's evolved tremendously over the years. I've been through many iterations of practice, starting working with the Veterans Administration, now called Veterans Affairs, and Mount Sinai, doing psychodiagnostics. And then from there, working for the state of New York, also doing diagnostics. And then from there, to doing forensic evaluations for the courts in contested child custody evaluations. And now pretty much leaving all that and moving on to focusing on personality disorders, and most specifically borderline personality disorders. And so that's where the focus has been. I hope you don't mind. I've brought my latest book on the topic, which is available at Amazon.com if anyone's interested. And I've written a few.
Please read the title. Please read the title of the book to us, because we didn't quite get that in the whole camera.
Sure. This one is when your loved one has borderline personality disorder.
Got it.
That's my latest, and I've written also one on when your mother has borderline personality, and also the daughter.
Wow.
And I've also done a collaboration with Randy Kreger, who wrote the Stop Walking on Eggshells. And so this is our we did actually a collaborative project. Also, again, on the topic of borderline personality disorder. And so
clearly you're an expert. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah. I want to know, how did you get more into that, and how did you become such the expert in that area?
Well, a lot of it, stemmed from working with children who were being torn apart by acrimonious divorces, and seeing the effects on them of, in many cases, parents that had personality disorders, and how that affected the children. And then back in 2015, I was asked by a friend of mine and colleague, Dr. Mark Banchik, to write a blog for his site in Psychology Today on borderline mother, which I did do. It was a very successful blog. And then ultimately, I was contacted by publishers, and the ball got rolling.
Wow. So now tell me, if it's okay, tell me some success stories that you've seen throughout this, because I mean, that's some big, heavy stuff. How have you helped make people a little happier and take some of the weight off their shoulders?
Well, I'll share with you a story. I'll try to be brief. That actually was described. I was interviewed by Psychology Today for an article in Psychology Today on how to work with difficult patients or families of difficult patients. And in this particular family, this goes back some years ago, I was contacted by the parents of a child. I guess she wasn't a child. She's about 19, and she was just finding any kind of trouble she could possibly find: drugs, promiscuous behavior, poor functioning in school and work, was basically unable to function, and also just really created tremendous acrimony in the house, so much so that it was intolerable for her to even live there, and they were at the end of their ropes. And so through methods that I've described in the book, I was able to help the parents, and I did work with the young person as well for a bit, through a intensive treatment program, and then coming out on the other side, a healthy young person that got along with family, was able to go back to school, complete the education, and have a happy, successful, and also sober life.
Bravo. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Ah, so if someone were to
Sometimes
read your book,
I
if
was
they
just
were
going to
to
say,
read your book, would they get some valuable hints and tips and ways to manage it? Is it kind of like a workbook in that regard?
it's more of a guide or a manual than a workbook, but absolutely. One of the principles of practice that I've tried to do ever since I started practice was to take the theories and the methods that are developed by experts and actually translate them into something that people could use on a pragmatic basis. Because I was seeing so many people who would come out of therapy sessions with some wonderful understanding or new understanding, of what was wrong. But then when they were in the middle of transactions, they wouldn't know how to apply those principles. So I focus on the application of principles with extensive use of dialogue, which you'll find in my books and also in my blogs, a very extensive use in dialogues so that they can be translated to daily use and makes structural changes in relationships.
Oh, I just love what you're doing. You're really making a huge impact for these folks. So good for you, helping families make it through some really challenging times. Oh, so proud of you, doctor. Well, everyone, thank you so very much for watching today. I'm so glad that you got a chance to meet Dr. Daniel Lobel. And please do check him out. If you go to his website at mysideofthecouch.com, you'll find out more. But if you want to find out additional things about our guests, please go to Buzz TV at iwantabuzz.com and you'll learn more. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and have a great day. Bye.